children at your feet. Wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who finds the money when you pay the rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suitcase. Sunday morning creeping like a nun. Monday shoppers learn to tie his bootlace. See how they run. Lady Madonna, baby at your breast, wonders how you manage to feed the rest.
Here are the chords that are needed. You'll need an A, a D, an F, a G add 9, a D minor, a C, a G6, an A minor, a G, an E minor, a B7, and an E7. Let's take a look at these chords on the guitar. You'll need an A, and in most cases you won't have to play a full A chord. You can just play notes from the A. So in other words, in that intro, I just played an open 5th string and this note here in the 2nd fret, 2nd string. And also you'll be adding a C-sharp bass note to that A. So I didn't bother to call it a different chord, but because C-sharp is part of an A chord, so you can consider it an A with a C-sharp bass note. A D is needed, and there also you don't have to play a full D, you can play a partial D in some parts of the song. An F is needed, G add 9, D minor is needed, a C. What I'm calling a G6 is this note here on the 2nd fret 5th string, this B note, and all open strings below it. An A minor, a G, an E minor, a B7, and an E7. Here's the intro. Lady Madonna, children at your feet. This intro section is an adaptation of the piano in the song and can be played along with any of the verses that are sung. Here's that intro section along with a verse. Lady Madonna, children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who finds the money when you pay the rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suit. Here's the intro played slowly. Lady Madonna, children. Here's the tablature for the intro. Here's the verse with the guitar part. Lady Madonna, children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who finds the money when you pay the rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suit. This guitar section can be played along with any of the verses in substitution for the intro picking. Here's the verse with the guitar part played slowly. Lady Madonna, children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who
the rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suit.
Here's the tablature for the guitar part during the verse. Here's the first variation of the second part.
Friday night arrives without a suitcase. Sunday morning creeping like a nun. Monday's child has learned to tie his bootlace. See how they run. Lady Madonna, baby at your breast.
There's two variations on how to play this second part. The first variation that comes up features these repeating notes that happen along with a walking bass line. So you walk the bass line down and just repeat those notes. So in other words, it starts off with a D minor chord and then you just keep hitting strings 1 and 2, and then eventually it gets to a C chord and you keep repeating strings 1 and 2 again and just walk that bass line down. The tablature will be helpful to figure out the pattern of the chords. Here's the first variation of the second part played slowly.
Friday night arrives without a suitcase. Sunday morning creeping like a nun. Monday's child has learned to tie his bootlace. See how they run. Lady Madonna, baby at your...
Here's the tablature for the first variation of the second part. Here's the second variation of the second part.
Tuesday afternoon is never ending. Wednesday morning papers didn't come. Thursday night your stockings needed mending. See how they run. Lady Madonna, children at you.
The second variation of this second part is probably easier to play than the first variation, so you may want to start with this pattern because this will help teach you the pattern of the chords. All it basically is you're starting off with chords and starting off with a bass note. Bass note, chord, bass note, chord, bass note, chord, bass note, chord, all the way down. So the real trick to this is just learning the pattern of the chords. Here's the second variation of the second part played slowly.
Tuesday afternoon is never ending. Wednesday morning papers didn't come. Thursday night your stockings needed mending. See how they run. Lady Madonna.
Here's the tablature for the second variation of the second part. There's some quick notes you can use to transition from the second part back to the verse. It sounds like this.
See how they run. Lady Madonna. Like...
What's happening on that little riff is I'm starting here on the 4th string 2nd fret. I'm hitting it 3 times. And then I'm walking down the 5th string, starting with the 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, to the A. And then bringing it back. So it sounds like... One more time. Here's the ending.
Wonder how you managed to make ends meet.
Here's the ending played slowly.
Wonder how you managed to make ends meet.
Here's the tablature for the ending.